Hello, today we're in Belchertown, Massachusetts, and we're on Route 181. It's called Mill Valley Road. And there's a cemetery here. It's called the South Cemetery. It was made in the year 1743, so it's an extremely old cemetery. Right now we're in the part with a lot of 1800 stone. We hope to end in the part where there's a lot of 1700 stones. And in the middle we'll be going through the modern part with a lot of 1900 stones. It has a couple other names called the Old Belchertown Cemetery for good reasons. And then it's also called the Lone Oak Cemetery. It's one of many cemeteries in Belchertown. Belchertown is extremely large geographically, and it had a lot of people go off to wars. And for that reason, you can see a lot of United States flags. Now you have the features of many old cemeteries here. Family plots, a lot of marble gravestones in this area because that's what was used in the 1800s. And you can see they're kind of spread out from one another. That's a sign that a lot of the stones have decayed away. Now, what cemetery has a stone wall right in the middle of it? Well, not many. This one does. So you can tell the old part of the cemetery from the new part. So they bought another land acquisition, and they added land, much more land, to the point that it's now a very large size cemetery. Right in the middle, they have a beautiful display to all the services of the military of the United States. And they even have steps in this cemetery where you can go up, and there's a veteran section up there with a lot of flat stones. Right, a lot of flat stones in this area. A lot of veterans have served from Belchertown and are now buried in this beautiful South Cemetery. Alright, and then we got to the very, very old part over here. New part, I'm sorry. And they have a lot more empty land here. These are the year 2000 and onward burials. And they got a lot of land up there. They have enough room for burials even up to maybe 200 years from now. So it's quite a large cemetery. And we're going to go to the old part now. And we can get to see now a lot of the modern flat stone burials are veterans. They love being buried in this cemetery. It's probably the most beautiful cemetery in Belchertown, and that's saying a lot because there's quite a few nice ones. And they even have a stone wall on the outside of the cemetery. And what am I going to do? I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to walk into this little part for you. Right, there's a very large stone wall out here with pillars, and then it opens up into the very old part of the cemetery itself. Alright, which is up here, up this hill, and you can see lots and lots of very old stones there. It's a gorgeous sight to look at. And you can open the pedestrian gate and go in. Alright. This one here is from 1814. Right, they have a shell or slate one up here from 1814. Joseph Mellon. Very large. And then the very old 1700 ones, as you keep walking back up this little hillock, you meet the brownstones. And then the very old ones up here. So to get the old ones, you gotta walk in the pedestrian gate. This one here says 1757, 1757, 1757, 1757. Okay, so there must have been a disease around that time, and a lot of children died. Right here, this one's 1752. And his wife, 1752 also. Right, Benoni, their son. And on top, Miriam, the wife of Jesse Warner. Okay, then you keep walking back and you get to the very ancient ones. This one's made of soapstone. Very beautiful. (1773) on this brownstone. So some very ancient ones here. 1759. Right. So the key is you go in to the right to the pedestrian gate. Now this section is sectioned off by a curb. Right, and you find some very old stones inside of here. This is the Dwight family, right? And the last thing to view here is there a big ledger gravestone, right? And that's to the Howe family. And then my favorite kind of gravestone is we have a table gravestone here. Okay, very nice table gravestone. Right, and it looks like it's to the Phelps family. Alright, so I'll give you one panoramic. You can see how nicely these stones are arranged. And thank you for coming here.